So Azryah just comes through, and I just love the way how she just controls the room and poses questions to the entire debate team.
We need to make presumptions. We have to. That's how we function. And at what point? And how much can you control that? To what extent? But can we ever get to a point where it's literally we look at a person and we are completely objective in terms of their talent and their ability to do the job? And if they're...
Hey guys, it's Marwan. I hope you guys are all doing well today. So we have this brand new debate show called Barbershop Debates on Word of the Curb YouTube channel, and I feel like it's very interesting. I thought I'd just give it a look last night, and then I just got hooked. I couldn't really get off the episode because, again, we're talking about the same whole idea of, these racism issues that are going on, and how to impact it, what we have to do or what they have to do, what we are seeing. And I feel like Azryah herself was really controlling the room in terms of asking questions, in terms of the whole idea of can there really ever be an end to racism, the whole idea of the human psyche, and that we humans need to have these assumptions, need to have these presumptions about certain people, and that just something that naturally occurs. So really and truly, if this naturally occurs within the human psyche, will certain issues like racism ever end? So that in itself I feel like was very interesting, to say the least. And then we have Nella Rose, who I feel like really does add an important point into the fact that it's not always negative.
You become one community and you become stronger. You get it? So being black isn't always such a negative thing, because we might, because we're so small, we have like the maddest support, and it helps us to get further quicker.
It can be a bit of a positive thing as well, especially in like, say if you're in like the corporate world or whatever world you're working in, whatever, and there's not enough black people in this particular area simply because of institutional corporate racism. It can be, of course, it is a negative thing overall, because obviously there are subtle forms of racism going on, but at the same time, it's easy for certain people to just get along. It's easier for certain people, to just act as a community, to work together, to support each other. It just happens subconsciously, and therefore you're able to get on. It can be a bit more easier because you have that ease and comfort around you. So whether it can be in the YouTube world, people supporting you, whether it can be in this area, whatever. Sometimes being a minority in a particular majority area isn't always bad, because you would always get along quite easily and things would be more fluid. So I feel like that was interesting, more so because people don't really jump into the whole idea of anything that could be a positive attribute. So I feel like her insinuating that shows that the mindset that she has isn't a good place. So hats off to Nella, because I feel like that particular, not even point, but just direction you're taking can be interesting. I feel like that direction needs to be increased, and only to just strengthen the mental state of the mind. The Arsenal fan TV, and I feel like he was bringing an historical direction when it comes to Arsenal as well, or Chelsea. Like, what are you doing? Like, back in the day, like, what are you doing supporting these teams who are racist and it's so hard for them? And this was ages ago. I didn't even know that this was going on, especially with football teams to that level of impact, the way it can be so difficult. I feel like he was bringing a direct historical impact.
Going to Chelsea as a black guy, you took your life in your hands. I remember when I used to go, my brethren and me say, yo, idiot. Chelsea.
When it comes to back to when, not that he's like 110 or like 300 years old, but as in, like, you know what I mean, but historical impact when he was a young kid, or when he was this, and what stuff that he received from his parents and everything, and what he saw around supporting certain teams and how racism can be. So there's a lot of racism in football, as we know, but that in itself I feel like was very interesting. And then we have Azryah, who talks about achievements.
Doing well, but I feel like there isn't another culture that's gone through what we've gone through, and we've come out and like achieved so much.
And again, I feel like she's pressing off. Nella was saying, well, it's good to focus on the positives, not because you're ignoring the negatives and you're just being ignorant, but it's good to focus on the positive, to try and strengthen that mental state of mind, to highlight the achievements, highlight the good stuff that people have gone through, and really just reflect on it. So I feel like that was interesting, to say the least, as well. And we have Ask Cleves, who, again, reflects a certain point that I made in a different review, where parental impact can be massive. Children need to know at a particular age, when they are young, about certain ways certain things are dealt, or education system, or certain topics that you probably won't be taught when you grow older. So I feel like that in itself is an interesting point. You need to let your children know. Parents need to have that important impact. They need to be switched on for the children as soon as they come out the womb and they are alive in this world. And this whole idea of bringing up your children in a world, you're saying you're going to be doomed, you're this, you're that, because you think you're a realist. I feel like that in itself is a complete negative mindset, and you are setting up your child for failure.
And I would have deep convos on that. How are you telling your
child?
And he was like, because I just want to be a realist. Like, I just want to let them know that.
I completely disagree with that, 110%. And I feel like that'd be quite sad for the child to hear. And I think Just Jimmy was kind of just jumping off Ask Cleves in relation to the fact that education is needed. You need to be educated in this particular matter. You need to know what's going on. You need to be told this. You need to be told that by your parents, by your close people, so you can actually understand what this world is and what's actually going on. So I feel like Ask Cleveland just showing me we're kind of jumping off this other in terms of education and how that is a priority. We have Vanilla Rose and people like and Azryah talking about the positive attributes, which I felt like was definitely needed. And then we have certain people like Azryah, who was controlling the room, posing questions, and especially the important point of the human psyche and the presumption that we always have, and that was a form of a somewhat stabilized, realistic perspective that I feel like was needed. And we have the Arsenal fan TV guy who was bringing the different perspectives directly from him of where there can be racism in so many different pathways, such as football teams like Arsenal or Chelsea and whatever, and how certain things need to change. And other people on the debate show whose names have really just come off my head, but we're talking about how there could be a change in 20 years, 30 years times, and I feel like, and how people need to make a stand, whether it's on social media, whether it be from multiple people. But lo and behold, I feel like it was definitely an interesting particular debate topic. I feel like there's scenery, there's something there. I feel like this show definitely has potential, especially if you have these particular candidates who already have some form of, I wouldn't say star power, but already have some form of, known power to the YouTube world. I feel like that will only help it even more. So let me know what you guys think of this particular review, and let me know what you guys think of this debate show. Thank you guys for watching. Hit me on my Instagram and my website, and I will most definitely catch you guys soon.